Yeah, I'm back. And it looks like I'm joined by Trish today, who was, I believe she was conspicuously missing in the last few videos. But as you can see, she is no longer wearing the onesie. Actually, I'm not sure she was the last time she was on camera. But anyway, yeah. Have you been picking at that spot again? Look at this precious angel. Or terror, I don't know. Angel, terror. Is there a difference? Either way, I'm stuck with her. Vet wants me to make another appointment to get her another shot. Can't say as I'm too thrilled with the idea. I know she's got some issue going on, but I feel more like the vets are just throwing out random ideas and seeing what might stick and what might not. Oh, was it back in January when I took her in for her shots and wellness exam? The vet that we saw at that point, was talking about the whole thing with her, her licking every time he touched her back. He was saying that it was a skin issue, like just skin irritation. But when she developed those scabs on her back near her hips, after the sedated shave, the vet I saw after that, he was thinking that it was more likely arthritis. Arthritis being actually pretty common in cats when they get to be about 9 to 10 years old, which she's coming up on 10 years old according to the paperwork that I've got, but I don't know if she really is that old. But anyway, it would track, but I feel like this vet doesn't really know for sure, and he's just throwing out a theory based on really not much evidence. So hard to know for sure because I can't talk to the cat and find out what exactly she's feeling. But the vet is pushing for me to bring her in monthly for another shot each time, to the tune of $178 every time. You can see why I'm a little skeptical, right? So, yeah. He said after the first time it might not do anything, and what you doing? Yeah. Those your toe beans? Yeah, she's licking her toe beans. Much as I love cats, I don't think I would want to be one. All that licking that you gotta do just to stay clean. Licking and licking and more licking and more licking, and that just sounds not only tedious, but also, you got the part where you gotta lick down there, back there, whatever. Yeah, I think I passed. But yeah. So yeah, what's going on right now? I guess the big one is I got a message on Thursday from the Mayo Clinic, and yeah, they were telling me that I need to get back to them. This is from the surgery department, and they're telling me that they need me to procure 2 new letters from therapists. Per my insurance company, I need to procure 2 new letters from my therapist stating that they have signed off on my surgery, for the bottom surgery. So I can only take that to mean that I have moved up even further onto the list, and they want to get me squared away as far as getting a plan. So, they sent me this message, and the first thing I'm thinking is, well, shit, okay, I'll just reach out to the the true therapist that I saw previously. They're the same medical system, so it shouldn't be a big deal. Go to compose a message through their messaging system, and neither therapist is in my contacts book. So apparently, it's been too long since I last interacted with them or saw them that they just dropped out and they just dropped off the list. So naturally, I started freaking out because they were my therapist, and now I've got no way of contacting them directly to ask for these letters. And yeah, so I'm freaking out. I decided to go ahead and I reached out to the surgery department, and then I also, just as kind of a Hail Mary thing, I reached out to the endocrinologist that I just saw to see if either of them could give me a lead on contacting one or both of the therapists so I can kind of get the ball rolling again. So, long story short, I got a message back. I got a call from my first therapist's office offering me an appointment, and they gave me one for early May. So, however, I'm still waiting to hear back from the other therapist. So I don't know if he was just out of the office on Thursday or Friday, if he was on vacation, or what's going on there. But I'm not panicking yet. I'm just waiting with bated breath at this point that he actually gets back to me and can schedule an appointment to be seen again, and then we can get those new letters out. Because the thing is, those letters are only good for 1 year, and we're coming up on 2 years this summer since I got the letters written initially. So yeah, it's kind of a thing. But yeah, so it's getting closer. I'm very much looking forward to it. I mean, it's still far enough off that I don't even have it scheduled yet. But just knowing that I'm edging ever closer to this milestone, this goal that I've had since, I mean, I guess back then it was more of a pipe dream, back in my teenage years. But since I started actually, medically transitioning, it became not just a pipe dream, but an actual goal I could strive for. And well, here we are. We're almost there. Just need 2 pieces of paper, and we can get scheduled. That is assuming that everything can go through before the orange turd in the White House causes any more damage to my community. So, a little nervous about that. I've only got so many lawsuits pending over everything else. They'll probably just add one more lawsuit to to the pile. Who knows how many years it'll take to actually get through the courts. So, yeah. So yeah, that was pretty. That's pretty exciting. I mean, I'm trying to hold myself in check because it's not a guarantee yet, but we're getting there. Insurance still says that they're going to cover it, so all's good there. One thing I won't look forward to is the recovery time afterward. But if that's the worst that has to happen, yeah, so be it. Hey, you gotta sit in my background cleaning yourself, licking yourself the entire time. I get it. Wow, I guess my progesterone's beginning to kick in because that movement left me lightheaded. Um, let's see, what have I been doing the last couple of weeks? Playing way too much Monster Hunter on my days off. While waiting for the next patch to drop, I've just been going off and farming every piece of armor and weaponry I can. Still got a few pages of wish list stuff left to get, but it's okay. Still want to do some spring cleaning, but god damn, there's just so much to do in here. And I don't even know where to start anymore. That's the unfortunate thing with the situation I'm in. There's so much to do that it paralyzes me, and I'm just like, shit. Hey, you know what? I want to try something here. I'm gonna make the room go dark a little bit, just because I want to see how well that light is actually functioning. So, give me a sec. Ooh, scary. There we go. Now the question is that light more flattering than the other way? I don't know. But I don't really have a lot more that comes to mind. Wednesday, I had the electrolysis with a new crop of students, and they were, I only met with 2 of them, so I can't really say for sure with the others, but I seem a fairly enough bunch. I had, there was one of the 2 that worked on me. I was actually kind of surprised to find, but one of them was actually a trans woman, and I just I kind of caught that vibe, when she first introduced herself. I mean, I just wasn't quite sure. She was kind of a little bit on the androgynous side. But I was like, maybe not. And I was waffling for a little bit. Then she came out and started talking about some of the surgeries and such. So just came right out and said it. So I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I was unsure, but I wasn't going to say anything. But anyway, I was very, very much flattered when she says to me that had she not looked at my profile before I got in there, she would have never known that I was trans. So I was happy to hear that. The other part was she was asking about my vocal training, and honestly, I'm not sure how you how you could perceive my voice as passable, because honestly I don't see it that way. I really can't hear my voice as anything other than just a slight variance of my old voice. But she asked me what my vocal training looked like, and all I could say was I have no vocal training. I mean, not it wasn't entirely factual. I did have a course about uh, what was that in the 2021? Yeah, yeah. I think it was the end of 2021, or was it 22? I don't remember. But anyway, I did take a course. It was offered through the university, and any of my earlier viewers might see this as familiar, but I had a course back then, and I was making pretty good progress, and my voice was doing actually really well until about the second to last week of the course. I wound up getting sick, like shortly after, and by the time we got to the very last week of the course, I was so sick that my voice just gave out. It didn't work anymore. So, sorry, I got straight hair dangling around my eyes and my nose. But yeah, so this was early December when I got sick, and I stayed sick until it was almost January before I actually broke, before the illness subsided. And by that point, I had already lost all the progress I'd made with my voice. I've been trying to play catch up ever since, and it's just not working. Now, this was just a student run thing, giving them practice for their speech therapy credits or whatever certifications they're going for. So it's not like it was a certified professional thing. It was just they needed volunteers, and I needed the opportunity to develop my voice, so I did that. Um, yeah, about the only other thing I had was yeah, I got nothing more at this point. Anyway, I'm gonna get off of here. You all, I'm sure you all bored to tears by now from my meaningless babbling. Oh, sorry. Anyway, I'm gonna get off of here now. I'm gonna go to bed. See if I can get the cat to stop licking for 5 seconds so I can actually get in bed. But yeah, it's still not quite spring yet. We're still getting snow out there today. See, it might be about an inch or so. We'll find out, I guess. And with that, I will bid you a good day, good weekend, whatever's left of it. And fuck Trump, fuck Musk, fuck Republican Party, and they can suck my ass.